unless you've done a competition prep before or you've done like some sort of extreme diet, you don't realize how exciting it is just to get a big bowl of oats. I cannot wait to tuck into this. It really does make you happy. What is good, guys? Rory Gissing here, and I have been given a high day after 6 days of low days, which consisted of 125 grams of carbs a day, and now we are given 300 grams of carbs, hence the start of the day with a big bowl of oats. Now, I do put a lot of water in my oats just to fill it out as much as possible. I overcook it. Yeah, it loses the texture, but it tastes amazing when you mix it with just vanilla protein and cinnamon. A teaspoon of cinnamon is the trick, especially on a high day. Cinnamon actually helps balance your blood sugars. So if you're putting in, a lot more carbs than usual, I know 300 grams of carbs is not a lot. For me, it's a little bit more. So we're just gonna keep the blood sugars stable by adding in that teaspoon of cinnamon into meal one. And it tastes bloody amazing. So I am gonna take you through my meals today. Being a high day, it's gonna be everything I eat on a high day, and I'm going to do my weigh-in first thing tomorrow morning to show you guys that bumping up the carbs, like more than doubling the carbs, doesn't actually affect the scales, because when you implement it at the right stages, like I am burning through my body fat at the moment, I'm dropping a lot of water weight as well, because the lesser your body fat, the kind of water weight falls off with it. When I put it that way, it does sound a little bit complicated and messy, so we'll just say I'm just losing the body fat and looking better pretty much every day at the moment. It is absolutely flying off. Very confident I'll still be a few pounds lighter going into week 5 than I was at the start of week 4. Carb cycling or calorie cycling is a well-known concept in bodybuilding. It's just basically having like low days, medium days, and high days. And I feel I look my best when I do the carb cycling. I will explain in this video the concept of carb cycling or calorie cycling, whatever you want to call it. I call it carb cycling because it's mainly only carbs that actually change. The fats and the protein hardly change at all. So I'll go through the benefits of carb cycling and why I believe it is the best method for me to bring out my best physique. Because of course in bodybuilding there are many different methods and ways to do this, to lose body fat and gain muscle, but this just works best for me. Right, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this, and then I'll show you what I'm having for my second meal and discuss all the benefits for carb cycling. As it's such a nice day, I thought I'd sit outside and get some sun, because nice days in England is a rarity. So, meal 2, standard chicken and rice. I do use soy sauce and some spices just to give it a bit of flavor, a bit of ginger, and just some mixed veg. Only 50 grams of mixed veg in this one. It's already a pretty big meal for me, so I don't need to bulk it out with even more veg. But on the low days, I do use probably twice the veg just to get a bit more volume to it, I guess. So carb cycling, the benefits of carb cycling for me is that you hit it really hard during the week. You have your low days, pretty much Monday to Friday or like Monday to Saturday, and then you throw in either a medium or a high. I'm doing highs at the moment because my body needs it. So it goes without saying, if you're gonna be in a huge calorie deficit, for the majority of the week for 5 or 6 days, you're gonna start burning through fat pretty well. But then you can also start losing strength. Your recovery is gonna be shot, which goes hand in hand with losing strength. And you just start losing the pop to your muscle, and that's when you don't look good. You kind of start looking skinny and stringy. You don't look big and full and muscular and lean. You just look small. So I find throwing in that high day at the end of the week just helps with your recovery. So today I'm not actually going to the gym. This is just a chill out day. Because it's a nice day, I just clean the cars. I did my cardio though. My 45 minutes of cardio fasted in the morning is still in. And I'm just gonna sit, get all my food in, and then tomorrow's gym session is gonna be incredible. I will post some photos of that on the YouTube community, so make sure you are subscribed if you wanna see the incredible pump that I'm gonna have tomorrow training, shoulders, arms, and abs. But back to my point, the 1 high day or 2 high days a week also doesn't impact my ability to lose fat. So I can almost guarantee tomorrow morning, my scales are either going to be unchanged or lighter, because just having this high day just ramps up my metabolism in essence. There is a bit of scientific sort of truth to that, but you can't really use the word metabolism if you want to describe it that way. But yeah, your body has the ability to burn much more calories with just simply increasing the foods. So now I feel going into next week, I've had a little boost. I'm able to burn a few more calories in the first couple of days. Oh, finally the sun's back. So going into next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm gonna have a lot more energy. I can hit the gym harder, I can train harder, and I can burn more calories in the first few days than I would have been able to if I'm just smashing just deficit, deficit, deficit every single day. So carb cycling isn't like 100% necessary. I feel it just works so much better for me, and my end look when I get on stage, I'll have bigger, fuller, rounder muscles. I won't just be flat and depleted. So this is meal 2, but I will also have this identical dish for meal 3. I just lost my chicken. Just because I love this dish, and because it is, you know, double carbs at the moment, I can actually get a good proportion of chicken to rice because it's been a little bit sad lately. So I'm going to enjoy it while I have it. Right, meal 4 might seem a little bit strange to some of you, so don't judge me. Here I have my egg whites, which is, actually there's 1 egg in here. So 1 egg and like 350 egg whites. I have 5 grams of coconut oil in the pan, which is nice and hot. So we're dumping that all in. There we go. And then some air fried potatoes, which are already cooked. Dump that all in the pan. I do need to chuck a lid on so that actually cooks all the way through because it's quite a big portion, but that's going to be... Oh. Not quite, not quite. Right, so it did break apart a little bit on the flip, but there we go. Just some eggs and potatoes. And then to finish it off, it's just a little bit of low sugar ketchup and a tiny bit of sriracha sauce with salt and pepper. I do need to salt, a gram of salt with every meal at the moment. So that's always going on, and gonna dig into this. But I did say at the start of the video, I was gonna share the macros. So the macros are evenly spread out for every meal. So every meal has the same macros, or roughly the same macros, which is simply 40 grams of protein, 60 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat. That's why I didn't include it with every single meal, because it's always the same. So that's the macros. It's that times 5 meals a day. So this is going to be meal 4. Meal 5 is simply going to be potatoes again, exactly the same in an air fryer, but I will have some beef patties with it. So 2 100 gram, 5% fat beef patties with some potatoes to finish the day. So that is going to be everything. I don't want to drag this video out too long, so I'm going to cut to tomorrow morning for my week 5 weigh-in.
Good morning, guys. So I just got out of bed and hopped on the scales. Sure enough, we are down quite significantly, actually, more than I thought, way more than I expected. So we are 215 pounds, 0.4, 3.5 pounds down this week in total, but it's half a pound down since yesterday. So this is what I'm talking about when it seems to just ramp up your metabolism. You do get to burn more calories by eating more, like very situational situation. Am I allowed to say that? Well, I just did, so there. But I do find it is so situational where you need to be in this state of really efficient and effective fat burning for it to work at all. So there you have it. So far, so good. I have been rocking and rolling through this prep. But that is everything for today, guys. I need to get myself on the spin bike to get some cardio done, and then I'm going to get some meals in and head to the gym. I will catch you guys next week. Thank you guys for watching.